Today, we're going to talk about how you can get your very own powerful private AI from Google. It's called Gemma 4, running right on your computer. Seriously. No subscriptions, no sending your data off to the cloud, just pure AI power that you completely control.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll talk about why you'd even want a personal AI power plant on your own machine. Then, we'll get properly introduced to Google's Gemma 4. After that, I'll walk you through a super simple 3-step install. We'll unlock some of its really cool special abilities, and then wrap up by talking about what it means to have an AI that is truly, completely offline.
All right, first step, your personal AI power plant. Let's dig into why running an AI locally on your own computer is such a massive game changer. It's really all about taking back control. I mean, we've all been there, right? You sign up for some cool new AI tool, and bam, you're hit with a monthly fee. And with every single thing you type, there's that little voice in the back of your head wondering, hey, who's looking at this? Where is my private data actually going? Okay, so what if you could have all of that state-of-the-art power, but with none of the downsides? An AI model that just lives on your laptop, where your data never, ever leaves your hard drive, and you never see a single bill for using it. Well, that's not science fiction anymore. That's the new reality of local AI. Okay, so let's meet the tool that makes all of this possible. This is Google's brand new family of open models, and it's called Gemma 4. Think of it as your new AI toolkit. And listen, this is not just some simple little chatbot. Gemma 4 is a multi-talented powerhouse. It's got a special thinking mode for really deep reasoning. It can understand images and audio, and its memory, well, it's absolutely enormous. On top of that, it's a fantastic coding partner. And maybe, best of all, it's released under an Apache 2.0 license, which means you can use it for your own projects, even commercial ones, completely free. Now, Gemma 4 comes in a few different sizes, so you can pick the one that's a perfect match for your computer. The E4B model is a great place to start. It runs really well on most modern laptops that have at least 8 gigs of RAM. If you've got a beefier setup like a gaming PC or newer MacBook Pro, the 26B model is incredibly fast for things like coding. And, well, if you've got a series workstation, the 31B model gives you the absolute maximum quality and reasoning power. So you might be thinking, okay, this sounds complicated, but I promise you it's not. You can get this entire thing up and running in just a few minutes with 3 simple commands in your terminal. Let's just walk through it right now. Okay, we're going to use a fantastic tool called Llama. It's pretty much the standard for doing this stuff. So, step 1, if you're on a Mac or Linux, you just open your terminal and paste in that one line of code to install it. If you're on Windows, it's even easier. You just download the installer from their website. Step 2, in that same terminal window, just type llama pull Gemma 4. That's what actually downloads the model to your machine. And finally, step 3, to start talking to your new AI, you just type llama run Gemma 4. That's it. You're in. You're chatting with your own AI. All right, now that you've got it running, let's get to the really fun part. Let's see how we can unlock Gemma's superpowers, because this thing goes way, way beyond just basic chat. So to really get a handle on Gemma's power, we need to talk about something called the context window. The easiest way to think about it is, it's the AI's short-term memory. It's all the information from your current chat that the model can keep in its head at one time, so it actually understands what you're talking about. And this analogy just explains it perfectly. A lot of AIs have a memory that's kind of like a Post-it note. They pretty quickly forget what you talked about at the beginning of a long conversation. Gemma 4, on the other hand, is like having an entire whiteboard. It can hold up to 256,000 tokens, which is just a fancy way of saying pieces of words, but that works out to about 190,000 words. You could literally feed it an entire novel and it would remember everything. Now for what might be my favorite feature. You can get so much better answers for complex problems by turning on a special feature called thinking mode. It basically tells the model, hey, hold on, before you give me an answer, I want you to reason through this problem step by step behind the scenes. And you won't believe how simple it is to activate. All you do is add this one little tag. It looks like blink and think right at the very beginning of your instructions, or what's called the system prompt. It's like flipping a switch that instantly cranks up its reasoning abilities. Now this chart looks a little technical, but it shows you what's happening. See, enabling that thinking step is what turns a simple prediction into a genuine expert-level insight. The model does its normal process, but then it adds this crucial thinking step, which gives you not just the what, but the why behind its answer. And remember, Gemma 4 isn't just about words. It's truly multimodal. You can give it a picture of a complicated chart and just ask it to explain what's going on. You could drop in a screenshot of an app and ask it to write the code for you. And with some of the models, you can even give it an audio file and have it transcribe your voice notes right there on your own device.
So let's bring this all home. What does having your own personal AI power plant, what does that really mean for you day to day? This is the new reality.
Well, it means that once that model is downloaded, it is 100% yours. You can literally disconnect your computer from the internet, and it will keep on working perfectly. Your sensitive documents, your private code, all of your work, it's all processed right there on your hardware. It is never sent to a single server anywhere.
So let's just quickly summarize the three biggest wins here. Number one, total privacy. Your data stays your data, period. Number two, zero cost. You can run this thing all day, every day, and you will never, ever get a bill for API calls. And number three, complete control. That open license means you have the freedom to build on it and use it however you want.
So we'll leave you with this. The tools to run an incredibly powerful, totally private AI are here. They're free. And as you've seen, they are easier to install than ever before. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build with it first?